Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to a brand new episode of our FM21 Stay with Everton. And it's gonna be the most important one yet. You can see the league table already. There are two games left in the league. We're playing West Ham away from home and then Chelsea away from home. And that Chelsea game is probably the most important game of this series so far. So we're gonna try our best to get 6 points from this episode and stay where we are exactly, which is in fourth place. So we would reach the Champions League if we were to keep our position in the league. So last episode, where did we meet? I think it was I don't remember. Where was it? I think it was Norwich and Sheffield. Alright, so apparently I was wrong. The matches that we played last episode were the 6-3 loss against Liverpool and the 2-0 win against Fulham. After that, we beat Tottenham with 1-0, which is a really important result, and you already saw why. I mean, thanks to that result, well, I think mostly thanks to that result, we are in fourth. I didn't expect to win that one. After that, we beat Newcastle. We then had two away losses, one to Arsenal, one to Leicester. Both very disappointing. Maybe we could have picked a point from the Leicester game, but it wasn't to be in the end. So 0 points from those two matches, but then we bounced back with a 1-0 win over Bournemouth and a 5-0 win over Aston Villa. So as you already saw, we are in fourth place, and let's just get straight into it. Hopefully we'll keep the fourth spot. Who are Chelsea playing? Chelsea are playing away from home too. They're playing Aston Villa, who are down in 19th, and we're playing, of course, West Ham, who are in 14th. So we've got a little bit of a tougher match, arguably, but still, I think we should win it. Here is the starting 11. Jordan Pickford, Dodo, Godfrey, Holgate, Digne, Allen, Ward-Prowse, Jung, Barkley, Richarlison, and Calvert-Lewin. So while we're getting into the match, we had the youth intake. I'll put it on the screen right now. There's one player that is kind of interesting, but even that player is just not good enough at all. So again, a disappointing youth intake, but maybe in the future when we improve our facilities and our youth recruitment and our staff, all that kind of stuff, maybe then we'll start to get some better youth players. For now, we're going to have to do it with what we get. So if you want to take a closer look at them, feel free to pause the video. We are going into the match against West Ham, and there's the kickoff. Hopefully we pick up the 3 points. I mean, if we want to, we don't even, yeah, if we want to have a good chance of keeping our fourth spot, we have to win this game. If we do win this game, we only have to take a draw at Stamford Bridge, but Jared Bowen already opens the score after 3.5 minutes, and we're already down 1-0. So that is definitely not what I was hoping for. Obviously, I was hoping for the 3 points. We still have enough time left in this match to get those 3 points. I mean, there are only 10 minutes played, still 80 left. But as I was saying, if we pick up the win from this match, then we only need a draw at Stamford Bridge. And if we don't win this game and Chelsea do win their game, then we have to beat Chelsea away from home. And that's going to be very tough. I mean, you can see the struggles that we have with West Ham away from home. So Chelsea most likely would be even more difficult. Pickford, just get to that ball. Why were you taking your time? We're actually not in the lead. Come on. So already 15 minutes gone, and pretty much only that one big chance. Maybe Calvert-Lewin can do something about the score. He can. He tries his best. But the goalkeeper, Fabianski, with a good save to keep West Ham in the lead. Chelsea at Villa Park are still 0-0. So as it stands, it wouldn't be too bad of a result, but we would still have to beat Chelsea if it does stay like this. West Ham almost get their second goal. Pablo Fornal with a good chance, but luckily he puts it wide. And maybe we can take advantage of this situation. Richarlison's covered Lewin, and it's not actually Fabianski in goal. It's Trott in goal. I don't know who that is. Maybe he's a youth player from West Ham. I'm not sure. I've never heard of him. So the fact that we can't get a ball past him just yet says enough about our quality of play in this match. So let's go a little bit more attacking. Chelsea are 1-0 up now thanks to Pulisic. So we're going to have to pick up the pace here and, well, score 2 goals. We still have the entirety of the second half, but we also still have 5 minutes left in the first half. Best scenario would be that we would get the equalizer in the first half, and that would give us time enough to build up to the second goal in the second half. But Trott again with another save. Calvert-Lewin almost had an open goal to put the ball into, but the goalkeeper was just quickly enough to that ball, and now West Ham are on the counter again. Luckily, we clear it. But this performance is definitely not good enough. We're going to have to try something different. Let's shoot on sight and hit early crosses, because we have only had 4 shots on target in the entirety of the first half. I mean, it's more than they've had, but still, I would like our players to test the goalkeeper a little bit more. As I said, it's not one of the best goalkeepers in the world. So maybe we have a chance if we just get more balls on target and hope for the goalkeeper to spill the ball sometime. Or maybe hope for the ball to just go into the net in the first place. Calvert-Lewin tries to go his way to the goal, but he gets tackled. And we do get the ball back, but it's still 1-0 to West Ham, and this would really hurt if it does stay like this. Although, even if we draw, it wouldn't matter. Whether we draw or lose, we still have to beat Chelsea, so the only thing we would actually benefit from is if we could score 2 goals here. Maybe we can try to start with that. Richarlison hits the post. How do you not score that shot? How do you not score that? Let's make a substitution. Let's get Richarlison to the right wing. Let's get Calvert-Lewin to the left wing, and let's get Chong off for Danny Ings. And let's get Barkley off for Sigurdsson. To get some fresh legs in the attack, and West Ham have scored their second. And Danny Ings is injured, of course he is. Well, Ellis Sims, you're gonna have to do it for us. Our young striker, who has played a couple of games but not a lot, he is gonna try to get us back into this game. We're down by 2 goals, and Danny Ings is injured, so it's gonna be, I think it could not be more difficult. Well, I'm lying, because of course it could. It could be 3-0. Sardar Azmoun makes it 3 for West Ham. And that is actually unbelievable. As you can see, Chelsea go above us in the league. And it would hurt if we would bottle this, but even if we do 5th place, it's still pretty good. Still Europa League. It's still way better than the board expected it to be. Almost a good chance for us, but Ellis Sims just couldn't reach that ball. Trott with another save. Tries to launch Azmoun. Luckily, we clear it. But we have our work cut out for us in that final game against Chelsea. I don't think we can come back in this match. I mean, it looks like we're going to get a penalty here. Or maybe it was just outside of the box. But either way, I don't think we're going to score 4 goals in the final 20 minutes. Let's see what the VAR says in this situation. Hopefully he will give a penalty. And he doesn't. It is indeed a free kick. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to score 4 goals here. Only 17 minutes left, so we have our work cut out for us at Stamford Bridge. We're going to have to beat Chelsea. And it doesn't matter whether it's 1-0 or 2-0 or 3-0. We just have to beat them. Well, having said that, maybe it does matter, because I think their goal difference, their goal difference is definitely better now, but I think after goal difference, it's goal scores, so we might have to beat them 2-0. Just when I say that, Ellis Sims scores a consolation goal for us in this game. Still 3-1 down, but that goal might be vital, looking at the goal scored and looking at the goal difference. So maybe we could be really thankful to Ellis Sims as long as Declan Rice doesn't score here. Pickford with a good save. 1 minute left, and I'm not sure, but I know that the goal differences and the goal scored were both really, really close. So that goal from Ellis Sims might just give us a little bit of an edge into that final game. We're going to check that out when we get there. Either way, this is a really disappointing one. A 3-1 defeat at West Ham at the Olympic Stadium in London. And we're going to have to play in London again next week. So, as I said again, we have our work cut out for us. We know what we have to do. We have to beat Chelsea. Are they missing any players? Of course they're not. And we cannot use Ross Barkley because we have loaned him from Chelsea. So it's gonna be a tough match. We're gonna try our best. I'm gonna see you guys in just a second. And here we are, the second match of the episode, the last match of the league season. Well, of our entire season, I believe. So, here we go. We're gonna try our well-tested defensive tactic again. It seems to work against most bigger clubs. Let's hope it works against Chelsea here today at Stamford Bridge. We're gonna have to pick up the 3 points to qualify for the Champions League. If not, we still qualify for the Europa League, but I would love to get that extra little bit of money that we would get if we qualify for the Champions League next season. So, going into this game, we have Pickford, Dodo, Godfrey, Holgate, Digne, Doucouré, Allen, Ward-Prowse, Chung Richarlison, and Calvert-Lewin. So it's a good 11 players in my opinion. I think they're good enough to at least mount a challenge against Chelsea here. Hopefully they're good enough to pick up the win. But it is, as I said, it's going to be very, very difficult. They're a very good team. They're in 4th place for a reason. And they are playing at home. On the other hand, we are 5th for a reason, and it is very close. So before we get into this match, I said that we would take a look at the league table. So the rules are goal difference, then goal score, then results between teams. So what do we have? If we beat Chelsea, we are on equal points. If we beat them 1-0, we are on equal goal difference, but better. No, wait, that's the wrong one. No, we have worst goal scored record. So we need to score twice here. We need to beat them 2-0 to go above them in the league. I gotta be honest with you guys. If we would have only had to win, I think I would have given us a chance. But to beat them 2-0 at their own home ground is gonna be very difficult, and that's a big, tough ask for us in this match. Hopefully, as I said, we're gonna mount a challenge for Chelsea. Hopefully they won't completely walk over us, but they do have the first attack after 7.5 minutes, or the first highlight at least. Chilwell puts it straight into the gloves of Pickford though, who tries to set up a counter attack, and maybe if we get a goal here, we actually do have a chance of getting another one. Digne! Lucas Digne, his 2nd goal of the season, and what a goal it is! The final match of the year, or of the season, and what an important match, and what an important goal. We now have 82 minutes to get one more goal and keep Chelsea from scoring. And just when I start to say that, they almost get a goal back immediately. Luckily, it's still 1-0. 10-minute mark has already passed. Ziyech now for the free kick, and of course, Hakim Ziyech, an amazing player, an amazing free kick taker, and he proves to be just that right there to give Chelsea the equalizer. And we're gonna start from scratch again. Let's try to do the same thing we did in the first 7 minutes. Let's try to do it again. So we do have the ball again. Dodo on the right side. Come on, give a good cross. It's cleared. Gets it straight back though. Could try to go for another cross. Chong straight into the hands of Kepa. And what a start to this match. What a first 15 minutes. You definitely are on the edge of your seat if you're either an Everton fan or a Chelsea fan. Because, of course, everybody wants to get that Champions League spot. But it looks like Chelsea are going to get a penalty kick here. Holgate takes down Pulisic. And he's going to talk with the VAR. And it is indeed a penalty. And who's going to take it? It is going to be... Let's see. It's going to be Mason Mount. And he scores it. He puts it away. And Chelsea have now taken the lead. So that means that we have to score 3 goals to overtake them in the league. I don't see that happening. The positive thing is that we have secured 5th place already. Arsenal cannot overtake us. We're 7 points ahead of them, which is really, really good. But I would like to still beat Chelsea here. I still am hopeful. I haven't thrown the towel just yet. Of course, it's going to be tough to score 3 goals against this Chelsea team, and Pulisic almost makes it 3-1 and would have made it even tougher for us. Luckily, Pickford is there again to save us. So half an hour gone, we're on 1/3 of the match, and no, not another injury. This time it's Richarlison who is injured. Let's get Marcus Edwards on the pitch for him. He hasn't played a lot, mostly because he's been injured a lot. But I do think he has what it takes to be a first team regular in our squad if he stays fit and not injured, of course. And there is the halftime whistle, 2-1 to Chelsea. It's not a bad game at all. I mean, we're playing pretty good, but we just haven't scored the goals yet. Only 2-1 down at Stamford Bridge isn't a shame either. Let's just hope again that they don't walk completely over us. And they do. They are starting very positively in the second half. Conte tries from distance, but Pickford with another big save. What a goal that would have been for N'Golo Conte. Luckily, we have a very good goalkeeper who saved us multiple times. But the danger is still there. Chelsea's still in possession, and is that going to be another penalty? No, it's not. Luckily it's not going to be another penalty. Still 2-1 to Chelsea. Let's actually swap it to the attacking tactic because we're going to have to force something just a little bit. Let's get Lingard on for Ward-Prowse. And then just keep it like that for now. I know Calvert-Lewin isn't playing that well, but you never know with players like him. They can just score goals out of nowhere and then just go on a run. So hopefully he will do that this match. He hasn't just yet, as Chelsea hit the post. Christian Pulisic with another big chance. It looks to me like Pulisic is definitely one of their most important players for this season. And he's had a couple of big chances for them in this match. Luckily, he's hit either the post or Pickford. But it is still 2-1 in favor of Chelsea. They are dominating us completely in every aspect of the game, except for the goals, as Dodo gets taken off of the pitch for John Joe Kenny. Only 10 minutes left. We're not going to score 3 more goals. That's not possible. But maybe if we can get at least one more to grab at least a point, that would be good. I would really like that. But again, doesn't look like it. It looks like Chelsea are going to get a third before we're going to get a second. And they're going to try to do exactly that. Marco Asensio tries to go for the far corner. But Pickford with the save again. But Chelsea are not stopping just yet. They're not letting the foot off the gas any single bit. They're going to go for goal again. Pulisic again. And he hits the woodwork again. That is, I think, the second time he's hit the woodwork this half only. I think we're very lucky to only be down by 2-1. I think it could have been a lot more, and it could still become a lot more. As Zuma has the ball on the right side, Havertz, Doucouré tries to clear it, but he can't. Zuma still with the ball. And we're going to have to prepare for the Europa League, as Marco Asensio definitely puts this game to bed. 3-1 in the 91st minute. We're going to have to prepare for the Europa League. Not a bad competition to be in at all. I said that I was just hoping for any kind of European football. And the lowest being, of course, the Europa League Conference. We've done a little bit better than that. To finish in 5th in the Premier League in the second season with Everton, I think we've done pretty well. And as I said, well, we finished above Arsenal and Tottenham. I think that's very good for a second season. And as I said, we're going to have to prepare for the Europa League. So I'm going to see you guys in just a second for the end of season review. And there we are at the end of the season review. Firstly, let's take a look at the new arrivals. Of course, we've made a couple of transfers. So first off, Dodo gets a C. They're content, not overly excited though. James Ward-Prowse gets a C as well. We have used him for a lot of games, and well, we did pay 25 million for him, but it is an English player, so I think we can be happy with that one. Tahith Chong, I think, was a good transfer. He gets a C+. Ross Barkley gets a C+. Eden Menji gets an F. We haven't really used him, and we've paid a lot of money for him. If you look at it like that, he's only made 12 appearances off of the bench, but I'm sure that he's gonna do much better in the future. Jesse Lingard on a free gets a B+. Very happy with him. Maximovic gets a B+ too. Danny Ings gets a C. Felipe Cruz we haven't used, but he does get an A-. And Ilham Meslier we haven't really used either, so he gets a C. We haven't used him at all. Alright, so those were all the transfers. The board are very happy with us. A B for the league performance, a C for the FA Cup, and a C for the Carabao Cup. As you can see, here's the league table at the end of the year. Liverpool have won the league by 4 points ahead of Man United, and then Man City with 1 point behind their City rivals. Then Chelsea in 4th with 77, and us in 5th with 71. Arsenal in 6th with 64, and then 63 for Tottenham. Going down are Forest, Villa, and Fulham. So I'm going to look at those 3 clubs. Let's see if we can poach any good players as we did last season with Southampton. So let's progress to the moments to remember. The biggest win is a 5-0 against Aston Villa. Match to remember is a 3-0 win against Arsenal with the 3 penalties from Sigurdsson, of course. And the goal of the season was Doucouré's goal against Sheffield United in January. We did lose that game in the end, but he does get goal of the season for that goal. So happy for him to get that award. So the 5th most sold shirts are, of course, Calvert-Lewin, Richarlison, and Pickford. And then Ings and Ward-Prowse in 4th and 5th. I think that's surprising. Of course, 2 new players, both of them coming over from Southampton. I think that proves that those 2 transfers have been pretty good, seeing how the fans react to it. So the annual revenue looks to be better than last season in every single aspect, so that's good. Let's move on to the most used or the best 11. Pickford in goal, Dodo, Godfrey, Holgate, and Digne, Ward-Prowse and Allen, Chung, Lingard, Richarlison, and of course Calvert-Lewin at striker. Calvert-Lewin scoring 23 goals. I think that's a lot less than he scored last season, but still a lot of goals for him. So most goals by a player in a league match, 3 for Sigurdsson, of course, the 3 penalties. Most clean sheets in a season, Pickford with 18. Most player of the match awards for Calvert-Lewin with 9. Allen has picked up the most cards, and Sigurdsson being the oldest goal scorer with only 32 years old. I think we're going to break that record a couple of times again. Obviously, if Sigurdsson scores again, he'll break the record again. So the fans player of the season, the young player of the season, and the signing of the season is Dodo. Goal of the season, as we've just seen, Doucouré. Then at the top goal scorer is Calvert-Lewin with 21 in the league. Digne with 10 assists, Calvert-Lewin with 8 player of the match awards in the league, and Dodo with the highest average rating. So all in all, I think we've had a pretty good season here with Everton. The second season, we finished in 5th. We get Europa League football next season. I don't know quite yet where I'm going to meet you guys again. Obviously, it's going to be for next season. Let's see, we do get straight into the group stage, so it's not going to be for the first European match. I'm just going to check if there are any fun matches at the beginning of the year, maybe an easy Carabao Cup match in there. I don't know yet, but you'll see that when we get there. For now, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe as well if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye bye.